Castor is a film podcast filled with dubious opinions, plot spoilers, and a healthy sprinkling of bad language. Thanks for listening.
Take a much loved movie and stir in a different cast.
Hello and welcome to Castor. My name is Jim, and each week myself and my two co-hosts Sam and Nick review one of cinema's much loved or unloved films with the aim of also serving you up a delicious recasting. But before we can get into that, don't forget you can follow and subscribe to Castor over on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever it is that you get your podcasts from. And of course, don't forget to leave those all-important 5-star reviews. And should you wish to support the podcast, you can do so in a number of ways. You can head on over to patreon.com/Castorol Podcast, where for the low price of just $1, you can become a valued member of the Castorol family. And should you wish to represent the podcast, you can head on over to tpublic.com and just search Castorol, and you can be the proud owner of one of our amazing designs.
Oh, yeah.
As I said, I am not alone. First, he's the Tails to his Sonic. It's Nick.
Hello. I'll take Tails. I feel like Tails is the most upbeat and positive.
Are you Tails because you do that helicopter thing with your dick?
Yeah, do you not see how I got here today?
Yeah.
And that other voice you heard, he is the Sonic to the Tails. It's Sam.
Wait, am I Sonic?
Sonic to the
I'm
Oh,
Knuckles, right?
No, you're Sonic, because
Oh.
I am, of course, everyone's Eggman that they are trying to foil. My name is Jim. Let's recast, not today. A film.
I feel like I am the opposite of Sonic.
You mean the traits of Sonic, like swift,
speed.
But do you like chili dogs?
Yeah, I do like chili dogs, and I am quite wisecracking, I guess.
and you're just covered in rings today. Can't get enough rings.
Just love rings. Just can't get enough rings. And you look like Dr. Eggman.
Is Eggman another name for Dr. Robotnik? Then?
Yeah, that's like his little nickname.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because he
I
looks
just
like
didn't
an
know.
egg.
Yeah.
And he's a man. I think his name is Dr. Robotnik, and I think Sonic calls him Mr. Eggman or whatever it is.
Pretty much. It's like a
I
little
see.
nickname from Sonic, yeah.
Well, that works for Jim in only so much as the pickled egg reference as well. Doesn't it?
Exactly. He loves a pickled egg.
Have you had many pickled eggs recently?
I mean, I finished off my pickled eggs from Christmas, but yeah.
Did you?
That was probably a week and a half ago now, so
What did you do with the leftover vinegar?
just tossed it. Well, I mean, it wasn't really any good, because obviously one of them was candied jalapeno flavour, and the other was spicy jerk flavour. So
Quite
it's not
niche.
So it's not really
I wonder if
there was
you
not
could,
really a lot I could have done with
Couldn't
it.
you bottle that up and put it on your chips, though?
Well, you could have put other things into that video.
Where were you when I needed that response?
Well, I mean, you should have texted me. Mate, I've got a jar full of vinegar here. What do I do with it? I would have been like, bottle it up. Squirt it on your chips.
Do you know, that thought didn't occur to me at the time.
Anyway, Jim, you have something to tell us.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, before we get into what we've been doing since we've last recorded, I thought it'd be nice to share a little message that we received via our socials about our Nosferatu review episode. From a friend of the podcast, someone who I believe both me and you know, Sam, called Joe. He said, obviously, he was worried about our review because he was concerned he was going to have words with some of us because he really liked the film. However, he sent us a lovely message saying, great episode for Nosferatu, and to be fair, your views are valid and understandable. I think Sam's a little harsh on his scores considering how much he enjoys the art of filmmaking and even admits how well it was made. I think you can enjoy a film and not feel the need to watch it again. I find with Eggers films that you often leave unsure of how you felt about it, but in time those feelings become clearer and you could hear that process throughout the episode, which was amusing. Just another boring note, I was confused why Nosferatu travelled by ship from Romania to Germany, but after some research, although a long journey, it seems like it was to do with the weight of the sarcophagus and dirt.
It is long, but do you know why? Do you know there's an actual reason why? One time, obviously ships were often quicker than like horse and car.
Yeah.
But even if they weren't necessarily quicker, they were safer. there were a lot of bandits on the road. There were a lot of bad roads, bridges. Like, it was safer to go by ship.
Also, if he's on a rickety horse and cart and stuff, we all saw how decrepit he was. Like, his dick's gonna be falling off.
Oh, my dick has fallen off.
Rocketing around on a fucking horse.
Renfield, grab my dick.
Do you have the glue?
I am.
Do you honestly? Do you think his dick would have been the top of his priority list?
Yeah,
Join travels.
That's all he was thinking
That's
about.
what he
The
did at the
whole
end.
film was about his dick.
He died and didn't really care because he got his end away. Nosferatu.
That's all he was thinking about the entire film, really.
Yeah.
Was just getting an old.
That's it.
So he died how most men wish they could go out.
Yeah, I guess.
That was a really nice message, though. So
Yeah.
thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you for that, Joe. Hopefully you enjoy all our other episodes just as much.
And I feel like that might be the first time anyone's ever said to Jim, "You talked a lot of sense." Then, actually. So
I mean, I think Sam's done it a couple of times on this podcast.
said that.
Said that you speak sense.
Yeah, you've agreed with me a few times.
Yeah, when you've shut up. I agree you should shut up.
So, as we announced last episode, we're not reviewing a film this week. We are instead pitching our own video game ideas for the franchise Metal Gear Solid. So, rather than what have we been watching since we last recorded, what are we playing at the moment?
I've got something I can talk about playing.
Yeah, go on then.
I tend to like pick up a lot of indie games and sort of things that I can pick up and play really easy. I think I do like the big blockbuster stuff, but I also find that I get sucked in way too easy with that stuff. I quite like things I can pick up, play a little bit and put down. But I have picked up a really fun indie game that actually has really sucked me in as well. It's called Cult of the Lamb. I don't know if you guys have seen that at all.
I've heard of it,
PlayStation
yeah.
Store.
It's meant to be really good.
It's so fun. It's like a cartoony little game, and it's by a developer called Massive Monster. And you play as a little cartoon lamb, and you basically are like killed by these kind of semi-tyrants or gods or something, and you go down to like the underworld, and this creature brings you back basically and says that you've got to take out all those tyrants, and to do it you've got to create your own cult. So the game is like two halves of it really. One is like a dungeon crawler roguelike where you're going through killing stuff, and the other one is like a resource management type game, almost like a sort of mini Simsy, I don't know what else to compare it to really, where you're basically creating your own cult of little furry animals that worship you. And you can take it in loads of different ways, that you can be like the kindly, benevolent benefactor, or you can be the vicious, violent, hungry, evil deity that they all fear rather than worship. And it's loads of fun. And so I'm enjoying that. And I've been quite reassured in terms of my own morals that I've kind of lent towards the benevolent. I think more, oh yeah.
I mean, it's usually more fun to be the vicious.
So the worst thing I've done so far, just recently, I built in my little cult a bar. So I wonder if things can start going downhill from here on, now that they can get drunk and stuff. But up until then, I mean, I haven't you can be putting them in prison, you can be murdering them. Oh yeah, I did have sacrificed a couple.
I just looked at a picture.
At least
it looks like there's way too much going on for me.
Oh, it's super cool.
I'm like,
it's
well,
a
I
lot
don't
of
even know
fun.
what to do. That sounds good though.
Cult of the Lamb.
I'll try it.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm sort of the other way. I kind of only really go for the big blockbuster games. Like, gaming for me is like quite a rare treat. So I want to know it's like a good quality game, you know?
Yeah,
I want to know that like graphics are on point, story's on point, gameplay's awesome. I've been playing a lot of Space Marine 2. It's just
Still going on.
It's such a good game. It's such a good game.
You've been playing that for a while, right? So it must have a lot of replayability.
Well, so it's interesting. Like, obviously, you've got like two groups of players. You've got like people that love like the multiplayer online, you know, against each other, and then you've got people that love the storyline. And I've never really been that big on playing against other people online. And the thing that's really good about Space Marine 2 is you've got like a co-op online.
Right.
I quite like the idea of playing like against the bots with other people online.
Okay.
Because it's just a bit stressful playing against other people. Like, it's sort of fine, but it's not something you can like. I'm sort of like a drop in and play half an hour, and then drop out kind of thing.
Some people are putting in like hours and
Exactly.
hours and hours.
And I
hours
think
just,
if you're not putting in hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, you're just not going to be that good. So you're like, I'll drop in for a game. Oh, I'm dead. I did respawn. Oh, I'm dead.
I did find that I downloaded because it was free to play. Have you viewed the arena style battle royale style shooter Apex Legends?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of like a more grown up Fortnite.
Strongly dislike those kind of games.
Oh man, like
I don't, any
They're
thing
so
like that.
good.
Any battle royale games, I just don't like them.
It's
I like
because
the
everyone's
concept,
so
but
good.
They don't appeal to me. They're one of those games where you have to live on or just don't bother.
yeah, man, that's what I found.
So
People
I
are
just
so good at it.
So they don't appeal to me because I know I'm not gonna be able to put that kind of time into
last
it.
ones I played like that were like, I think it was like one of the battlefields or something.
Yeah.
And like I'm quite good at sniping, so I got quite good at that and like finding some spots and sniping. But like just they're so stress inducing. So I like it because it's got a good storyline. You can like replay like levels and like sort of collecting stuff to make different armor and color them exactly how you want them and stuff, which is obviously key for me. And then you can play online with people, which is good. So a lot of that. Baldur's Gate 3, which is an awesome game just from a storyline point of view. Yeah, just that stuff really. And then just anything kind of, again with the drop in and play. I just love any of the sort of the NFL games or the wrestling games. Like they're a lot of fun. Yeah.
And
Good
Jimbo, what about you? What have you been playing?
Well, recently, I've not really had time to play much. Just obviously with like my work hours and stuff, so that's kind of very limited to Fridays or Saturdays, and then an occasional Wednesday when I'm off, really. But I recently played Astrobot. Finally picked that one up for Christmas. Well, I say picked it up, got it for our boy for Christmas. Obviously my console, so I play it. Smash through that, really, really good. So if you want to go back and just relive a classic platformer, Astrobot is the one to do.
So just a warning out there to people, because you get like an Astrobot game free with the PS5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not that.
No, it's not that.
Is the
But-
No, I was going to say, is it all free?
You get like an Astrobot free with it.
no that one that you get free with the console is like a tech demo to showcase the haptic feedback and
But
stuff.
it's still
on
really
the
good. It's
controller.
like got lots of levels
Still a
and-
very phenomenal game. But
So my kid loved it.
The full game that is out there now. It's brilliant, absolutely fantastic.
No,
But
cool.
just to be aware, my 6-year-old loves playing that free game. So was playing that, and then I suddenly got a notification on my phone that £60 had gone
Yeah,
from my
because it's linked
PSP.
directly to the game as well.
Because
Yeah.
it's linked directly to it.
Oh, and they
And
just
she
must
had
have
walked
pressed, like,
into a
yep.
new thing and
Yeah.
been like, yeah, I'll play this. So my 6-year-old bought the full game.
Yeah, because
Sneaky.
they're quite clever, because they actually had a real viral moment online where they actually could gather loads of Astrobot players in this one room, and then on a stroke of midnight on game day, it just basically sucked them all through this portal, providing obviously you owned the game and had it
Yeah,
installed,
yeah. And you go
and then
play
you're straight into the game. So that's obviously what his daughter's done. He walked into this portal room, because
Yep.
still the portal room's still there, because
Yep.
obviously you can access the game digitally through that
Yep.
portal. So she's obviously walked on.
So she went through
Yep.
and they were like, do you want to buy this? And she's like, yeah. Bought it.
Yeah, and I'll buy this add-on, and I'll buy this costume.
Yeah, it's so good, but also so infuriating at times. So hard on some levels that are just you just want to throw your controller at the wall.
Yeah.
So did you get it refunded, or were you like,
Yeah.
well, that's Christmas done then?
No, I was just like, I got through to her the importance of, not saying yes when prompts come on screen and calling daddy and stuff. But
So
I
now
was like,
this is where what you should have done. What I've done is make her own little profile that you can parent lock.
yeah, that's true. I should have done that.
Wow.
But the problem is, though, like they want to unlock more content. And so often I'll have to go on the game and play it a bit and unlock it. And then I guess I could go on there.
Well, you know what you got to do? You got to just stare him in the face and go, "Get good."
Yeah. Get good.
I'm trying. No, you're not trying enough.
Not good.
So let's get away from all of that before it turns ugly. As I said, this week we are pitching our ideas for a film for one of the most iconic franchises in gaming history, Metal Gear Solid. Right, Nick, over to you, where I don't know how you're even going to begin summarising this.
It's like,
This
like
why-
spies and shit.
This will be like a 10-parter, and it will just be the synopsis.
Nothing can get into the head of Hideo Kojima. It's
Just
just
how many rabbit holes are you about to jump down?
Right, let's keep it brief. So,
I wish.
with over 62 million units sold worldwide, credited for pioneering and popularizing stealth video games, creating a huge sense of cinematic event within video games, credited for including cinematic cutscenes, intricate storylines, offbeat humor, elements of cyberpunk, dystopian references, political and philosophical themes. Metal Gear is a franchise of stealth games created by legendary games designer Hideo Kojima. Or Hideo Kojima.
I think Hideo.
Hideo. And developed and published predominantly by Konami. The very first game, Metal Gear, was released all the way back in 1987.
Oh,
what a year.
What a
We are
year.
again, we're back.
What a year. I mean, it's not quite. It's a year out from the best year, but you're right. We'll give it to you, young'uns.
Yeah, I think if you've heard of Metal Gear, you've probably heard, at least for our generation, of the third game in the franchise, which was Metal Gear Solid, which came out a little bit later, and that was the one that was on the PlayStation 1.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
for
like-
me, that was my first taste of a little bit of Solid Snake.
Yeah, I think that was, well, I mean, not most people's, but I think people of our generation,
Yeah.
really, 1998, Metal Gear Solid, the graphics, the gameplay, the music, the storyline.
Just everything, really.
That was
wasn't it?
most people's, like, first step into it.
And
And
what
what's
were the previous games? They were on like the...
They were-
MSX,
Yeah,
the very first one,
something
like a Mega Drive
weird.
sort of thing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
And they were like sort of more sort of, you know, your classic sort of 8-bit type, you know, stuff. Your side scroller, dungeon
Off
crawler
one
type
screen
thing.
onto
Yeah,
another,
yeah,
yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But what's so weird about this? Obviously, you might go back into it in the synopsis, but Metal Gear Solid, the first one on the PlayStation, and the sort of the one that a lot of people kind of, its story is really sort of almost self-contained. You've got like, you know, this is what happened before, and what could happen next, but the story made sense just in and of itself. You didn't need to have played previous ones. You got it. You understood all the characters, and it was lovely.
Yeah.
And that's why then when the next ones came out, and they're kind of like, what is going on with this story? It was
just
so
goes
crazy.
mental.
It just goes mental.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, that first one on the PlayStation. Oh,
What I will say is never had and never since have had as much fun with a cardboard box.
oh, yeah,
Just great. Great times.
great time with the
in a
cardboard
cardboard
box.
box.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, when I was a kid, I kind of thought, "Ugh, that's ridiculous. Like, who's going to just see a cardboard box and ignore it? And then I started working in the cinema, and there were fucking cardboard boxes everywhere.
Any
And I
one
was
of those
like,
could have had a snake
I'm not
in
going
it.
to go and move that. That's someone else's job. So it could have been a sniper in there or whatever.
Yeah,
you know.
full of them. Every
Full of them.
single one.
Yeah, I just
the
assumed they all
important
were. Is that popcorn or is it Solid Snake?
You mean to say you didn't give it an errant elbow drop to find out?
No. I just turned around and a red exclamation mark above my head.
Do you think they show any or they get any people to play it as part of like real espionage training?
God, I hope not.
Just of like, look, if you're in a pickle, you're stuck in a difficult situation, have a look around you. You never know what you might find
Whatever,
Well, how did he?
and whatever you do, don't light up a cigarette.
in a cardboard box.
How did he so quickly make up the cardboard box though?
Oh, yes, that's the thing. Right? Have you ever tried to flat pack a cardboard box and then remake it?
It's
again?
really impractical.
It loses all of its like.
And you also, and
flattened it
obviously,
again-
one end is also taped up.
Yeah.
So it's a sealed box.
And he got to that game from swimming. That's going to be a soggy cardboard box.
A soggy box. You are never remaking a soggy box. No one's ever done it. No one's ever done it.
No one's ever made a
It's
soggy
never
box.
happened. Never.
I've made a box soggy.
Even if, let's say that for any reason he had it in a waterproof container, waterproof bag, flattened cardboard box, bone dry. Like you said, he's still going to have the gaffer tape that he's
Well, I've got this special
Slice it
gaffer
up.
tape like gun thing, but it makes the loudest sound.
What was that? Tell you what, for me, probably even more iconic than the cardboard box is that sound effect, the alarm. It's like you hear it so much, it's like all over like Instagram videos these days and everything.
I've used it in several animations.
It's just classic, isn't it?
It's
It's the classic alarm.
Alert sound.
Alert sound, yeah.
What's that?
What was that sound?
I'm back when you were like 10, 11 playing that game for the first time.
was terrifying.
Fuck, did it terrify you? Yeah.
And then the music.
The panic of where do I fucking hide? Shit.
Yeah, all the guards start like they go from blue to red on the radar and stuff.
And then you think you're in then you think you've got yourself safe. Oh no, there's just a camera in the corner. It just clocked me and just put it all back into red again. Brilliant.
Yeah.
I think when
There's a vent there. Oh no, I've been spotted. They're just lobbing grenades into the fucking vent. You're like, oh no.
I think when it first came out, I seem to remember like a bunch of games around that time. I was probably either a bit too young or a little bit too inexperienced with video games to really play it well. So I think a lot of those experiences of games like that was like playing it or watching it being played over my brother's shoulder and he playing it predominantly. And I remember the first time I was like, no, it's my time now. Now it's my time to go and start playing. And I borrowed Resident Evil 1 from my neighbour.
Wow.
Fired that shit up and became stuck in this horrific, terrifying loop where, I don't know if you guys remember the game where the very first time you see a zombie and it's like feasting on a corpse and it turns around and then you have to play the scene where the zombie is walking at you and you're meant to shoot your first zombie.
Obviously, you can't see it because it's off the screen because of the tank controls.
You
and all
just
that, yeah.
hear and it walking, and I couldn't figure out how to aim and shoot the gun. So I remember just being stuck in this constant loop of like reloading the game and just having to die by a zombie eating my brains every single time.
I have to say, I never really played any of the Resident Evil games until like Resident Evil 4, maybe. The one that like started off in Africa and like...
Oh, that was 5.
Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, much more of it became much more of an action game at that point.
Yeah, because I was like, I couldn't stand the janky camera angles. And although you still had this in 5, I was like, why can't I move and shoot? Like that was really like just being able to back up a little bit and shoot like every single person in the entire universe does. It really annoyed me.
Yeah.
Right. Back on the Metal Gear Solid.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What is your first memory of Metal Gear Solid?
For me, it's that first, the third game, so 1998's Metal Gear Solid. I still remember the very first scenes, because I think you appear in the facility.
It's a submarine, and then you swimming.
You swim into
and
the
then
little
you come up, and it's like a little
bit, don't you?
dock, isn't it?
That's what I remember
That's
really,
what I
really
remember.
well. Yeah.
Just the blues.
Yeah, like really
The
great
blues
washed
and the
out colour
snow and like the wind and like the sound, just the sound of like you like crouching like and then like the as you were like crawling, just like the sounds are all
So much
good.
crawling. So much crawling in that game.
More crawling than any other game ever,
It's
probably.
mainly crawling.
It's mostly crawling.
So that, yeah. I think that, cardboard boxes, tranquilizer darts,
Yeah.
and
Meryl's ass.
Meryl's ass. Yeah, boyhood moments.
Speaking of Meryl,
Now I know why they called it Metal Gear Solid, you know what I'm saying?
so speaking of Meryl, that's actually one of the lasting memories for me from this game.
Yeah, I bet it
Is,
is. You filthy fucker.
Obviously, I got this game obviously because back in the day it was the hype. It was the thing where you got your console chipped because cheap games.
No, I didn't do that.
So
You're
I did.
still
Here
a
he
dodgy.
goes.
He's a dodgy
Here he
fucker then.
goes.
He's a dodgy fucker now.
you ring up Dodgy Den, you go, chip me console, off it done. Got my copy of Metal Gear Solid.
So what did that do then? You could just get all the games.
Just get games for cheap. Just get games so I got Metal Gear Solid for like £2. However, obviously it tells you to contact Meryl at some point during this game. Dan Campbell at some point tells you, just look on the back of the case. I couldn't look on the back of the case.
That's what you get.
So I'm sat there trying to work out the fucking codec thing is. Because I don't have the case. I'm like,
Good. I'm glad
what
that
is
punished
it?
you. You
I then had to
cheaty
I then had to
bastard.
wait
Only right.
until I went to my mate's house who did have the game and go, how do I contact Meryl? And he went, the code's on the back of the case. Well, I don't have the case because it's chipped. So I had to copy it down off the back of his case.
So That's great. I love that. It's not the same anymore, is it? Like that when video games there was still somehow a physical element about them, even from like just the cassette where you had the instruction booklet. I remember like the amount of times going into town to get a new game. On the way back, I'd just be merrily reading the instruction booklet about.
Love doing that.
One of my all-time...
loved an instruction books. You can, especially when it had like little bios of all the characters and stuff. And it's like I love just looking through all of that.
Just
one of my
ready to play.
all-time favorite games is Grand Theft Auto 3. The first time it went 3D
on the PS2,
and I got it on the PS2. Yeah, I bought it on my first day of a holiday in Cornwall. We were staying in a caravan, didn't have it, had the PlayStation with me. So I got it, and then for 5 days could do nothing other than look at the thing. But it came with a map. So I was just poring over the map and just like learning all the spots and everything, learning all the streets, all the routes. So then when it came to playing the game, I remember we got back what age I was. Not 18, which the game was, that's for sure. Like 11 or something. And I remember we got back quite late and I was like, Mum, can I please just have half an hour? I've been waiting for 5 days to have half an hour. And so I had half an hour and just got up and like you get beaten up, you get carjacked and you're driving in. It's brilliant. So good.
Man.
But
During those 5 days, did you have to nip out just to go and do some hit and runs? Just
to kind of inject it into your veins.
Sat ready,
Jack like 3 cars, baseball bat to an old lady's face.
Really immerse yourself in the GTA franchise. Just lying on, just
it says do it on the game.
hit a whore with a baseball bat,
Exactly.
Going back to Metal Gear though,
back to Metal Gear.
I do think that is again like that breaking the fourth wall is something is particularly well known for, and I think there cannot be any more iconic moment than in this game with that fucking boss battle with Psycho Mantis.
Oh god,
where he's fucking with your head for so long, and suddenly you realise the only way to defeat him is to swap your controller into the second controller.
And what I love about that fight is obviously he reads your memory card. Like obviously when he if you obviously reads your mind and he starts ringing off all the games you've got on your memory card, it's like just the.
Did he manage to read yours because they were all fucking shit? You've been playing XXX unknown error.
You've been playing Dirty Den from around the corner, sending you knock-off games.
What I loved about those bosses, right? Because I'm not big into fucking Dark Souls, and some of you might be into Dark Souls, but Dark Souls is too fucking hard.
No, it's not.
It's too hard. No. It's too hard.
Ninja
Gaiden as well.
Sam? Get good.
Right, yeah, but that's the thing. I don't want to get that good, right? Like, it's like I had the Ninja Gaiden game.
Oh my god!
And like,
they're fucking brutal.
That's bullshit. I'm like, the bosses in Metal Gear Solid were tough but doable. They were fun. You might have to do them like 2 or 3 times, but you would do them, right? They were good. It was a good level of difficulty.
They were great.
But it was also like so iconic around the boss battles, isn't it? Not just the characters. So many throughout those games, amazing characters.
And what was also good is they conveniently, in the run up to the boss, left you the items that you needed just dotted around on the floor.
Very handy.
Very handy. So if you didn't realise, when you're going to get fight the tank, some chaff grenades there, might need them.
Yeah, like even just in in Metal Gear Solid, the main game we're talking about, like you've got Psycho Mantis, you've got Sniper Wolf.
Vulcan Raven, Liquid Snake
again with the massive minigun.
Revolver Ocelot.
Oh yes,
the best character.
He's in like.
There's a reason he continued in the franchise.
Yeah. He's in fucking all of them, wasn't he?
He's under different names. I don't think he's always Revolver Ocelot. I think
no, but he's the same. He's definitely in the second one.
Yeah, he's in the second.
And then he's in Snake Eater as a young him.
Yes.
So those are the only 3 I've played. Really.
He's in most of them, I think.
And then isn't he in Phantom Pain?
I think so. No,
he might be in 4 as well.
The one I remember from Phantom Pain was the Burning Man. Do you remember that? The guy who's just
he's got no
flaming
pain,
dude. Yeah. But like there's so
I think he was called like the Fury or something like that.
Yeah, like the design of all these characters just so iconic. But particularly in that main game. Every boss battle also had like a little quirk, didn't it? The way to go about it. Whether it's like you could take the diazepam during that sniper battle, or the whole controller thing with Psycho Mantis. Just really, really good. Obviously good game design. Just really, really clever, enjoyable game design. And Dark Souls is good.
Whatever. Whatever, man.
It's just all about a change of mindset.
It's freaky and it's difficult and it's not for me.
So, have we had enough chatting about Metal Gear Solid?
Well, what I will say, did anyone feel like this was quite a mountainous task to think of? How on earth do we pitch and adapt something like this?
Considering the time constraint that we had, absolutely.
Yeah, we've had a couple of days, basically.
I mean, that's self-imposed time constraint. We can't complain about that. I think I didn't find it too difficult, but then you might think I've got a shit pitch. I didn't find it too difficult because I constrained myself to just Metal Gear Solid 1998. And I haven't really gone into much detail. I've just outlined what we would do, you know? So, and I focused on who could play the people, which I found really fun. Because I hadn't actually really thought about it. A lot of times, you know, you think about like, oh, who'd play, you know, such and such, or this film or that film, or, you know, Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War, who would play it and stuff like that. But like, actually thinking about it, I was like, oh, I don't know who I would. Does anyone know who the voice of Solid Snake was in that game?
David Hayter.
David Hayter. It was amazing.
He's brilliant.
He's brilliant.
And then they replaced him with Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah, which, I mean, Keith Sutherland's
Oh, that
brilliant,
totally
but
works still, yeah.
still works.
He was still great, but yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this pitch. And hopefully you enjoy it too.
I felt a heavy burden.
Yes, I did feel that.
Yeah.
And I think
we'll apologise now to the fan base.
with that again, that's why I've gone quite sort of like loose with my pitch, because I don't want to like get it wrong. Like, I didn't have time to go into the backstory of every single character to make sure I'm getting it right. But
I would like to welcome anyone listening now who is a Metal Gear expert to message in with regards to Sam's pitch and pick apart anything that he's got wrong.
Well,
So
not
I'm telling
just
you now, you won't be able
not
to do
just
that
Sam's,
in
not just Sam's pitch.
No, mine is
Mainly Sam's
watertight.
pitches. Mainly Sam's pitch, but I mean, I'm fairly certain mine and yours are watertight.
Yeah, there's nothing to.
Flawless.
Yeah,
well, having said that, then should we start with mine?
Go on then, Sam. Let's start the pitches.
Right.
He says with a mouthful of date.
I like a date.
If Sam goes quiet soon, it's probably because he's ran off to shit his pants.
do you not feel like though they are some of the most visually unappealing of food? Talking about bloody cockles and whelks and all that.
They do look a little bit like sort of a sugared slug.
It's like a
Sugared
like a
cockroach. Yeah.
candied testicle, surely.
Right. So, my pitch is actually for a TV series.
Ooh.
I did not.
It is for
You go down that route.
a 10-part TV series exploring how each of the characters came to be at Shadow Moses Complex.
Interesting.
So, they each tell a bit about their backstory, apart from Grey Fox, who's the sort of the enigma ninja that you meet in the game. Because obviously he's supposed to be a mystery. But he appears in all the other stories as a sort of a shadowy figure, unseen, or maybe aiding some of the people,
Yes,
or maybe
I like
collecting
this.
them. The first episode would be called To Catch a Snake, and follows Liquid Snake and the beginning, and it begins when Big Boss is killed, starting the whole events of this. So the first episode is sort of the thing that kind of sets off the events at Shadow Moses. And if you don't know this, basically all the sort of the quote unquote bad guy bosses form.
This is Foxhound.
This is Foxhound. Well, they're an offshoot of Foxhound, aren't they? Called the Sons of Big Boss.
Yes, that's it.
Well, no, the
And
sons of Big Boss are Liquid Snake, Solid Snake, and Solid Snake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But that's actually the Sons of Big Boss. But the rogue group is called the Sons of Big Boss. Isn't that
they
right?
were like a special forces unit from Foxhound, right? And then they've gone rogue.
Yeah, and they've gone rogue. Anyway, so yeah, so this is sort of him going rogue and sort of starting the events. So the episodes would be called, the first one, To Catch a Snake, follows Liquid Snake. The second one, called Coded, follows Donald Anderson, who is the sort of he works for he was like a tech guy in Snake Eater back in the day, and he's now like a technical, but he's one of the people in the film you meet who's got the codes to the nuclear weapons, and he's been trapped in.
He's one of the ones in the prison cells. Isn't
He's
he?
one of the ones in the prison cell. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's how did he get there?
Yeah.
Then you've got one called the Dealer, which follows Kenneth Baker. He is the other guy with the codes. He's like a weapons dealer, and he's there, and he's been caught by this rival gang as well. You've then got Quote the Raven, which follows Vulcan Raven. You've got It's All in Your Head, which follows Psycho Mantis. You've got Who Am I, which follows Decoy Octopus, who is the sort of the shape changer.
Yes, he's the one that
impersonates.
end up in the prison cell dead, when he? Yes.
Yeah. You've got Lone Wolf, following Sniper Wolf. You've got I'm Here to Help, following Hal Emmerich, who is like your sort of main helper throughout it.
Octagon, right?
Otacon, yes.
The Quick and the Dead, Revolver Ocelot. And finally, Ouroboros, which follows Solid Snake. And Ouroboros, for anyone knows, is the sign for infinity, which is a snake eating its own tail. So it closes the loop of the two snakes.
I like
nice.
it. Nice.
Love it.
And the 10th episode ends with Snake getting out of the water, which is the start of the game, Metal Gear Solid.
So cool.
Now,
I did not think to go down a TV series route.
the reason I think this works
Because there's so much fucking material.
is because
isn't
there's
it?
so much fucking material. And I
deep.
think all of us, like, what I think this would be really good is, I'm sure there are people out there that know all the backstories for everything, and that's great. But for me, I've only really played the first one, the second one, and a bit of the third one, which is Snake Eater. I'm saying first, second, and third, but you know, Jimmy Metal Gear Solid Fart Eater.
I'm just leaving you a little edit point.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, so I feel like this TV series, suddenly, then when you're fighting these bosses in the game, they add more to it. Like, you know about their
There's a bit more
stories.
emotional
Like,
weight to them.
yeah, why are
I
they
like
there?
it.
Why are they there?
Yeah.
And like, there is a lot of weight to it, especially with like Sniper Wolf. Like, she loves her fucking huskies. She actually, like, her and like Liquid Snake are kind of like an item, and he's planning to like kill off the huskies because like there's loads of like stuff there. So I think it'd be really interesting. And like, a lot of these characters, like Psycho Mantis, he starts off as like a sort of normal person that's got these powers, but then it's experimented on, and it's quite a tragic kind of thing. So I think that would be quite good.
So
That's
in
a good idea.
So in a
That
way,
could so
would
happen today.
it kind of, it'd almost be a bit like The Watchmen, then, would it? In the way it's done.
How so? In the, like,
Well, like following each of these each of these different characters, each of their stories.
I kind
Obviously,
of
each
thought
of the Watchmen had their own story of how they.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do think that. I kind of almost thought it would almost work a bit like, Love, Death and Robots. They could be all equally kind of stylized differently, animated.
Oh, that's
Or
interesting.
in a way, is that a show on Netflix called Kaleidoscope?
Haven't seen that. But.
So that one, it's a really good show, and I've not watched it, but it's apparently really good, and you can literally watch it in any order you want.
Yeah.
So you could start with episode 3, then move to episode 7, then 1, but the story still makes sense because each episode is interlinking.
Yes, and I think that's and I think the common thread would be Grey Fox. So you kind of see him there. He's kind of, some
that.
character, like maybe he's the one. Like, again, I don't know if this is the backstory, so forgive me if I'm wrong, but maybe he's the one that like captures Donald Anderson and captures Kenneth Baker, but like maybe like he's there and he's recruited in the first one by like Liquid Snake and stuff. So I think you could watch them in any order, but I think that would then really add something to the game. And I think also, hopefully, it would be the kind of series where people would really enjoy it. And then the fact that it ends on such an iconic note, you're then like, I then want to see like a film of the game with all these characters you kind of built up to it.
Yeah.
I think I know you're not a fan, but the way that Marvel built all its characters into, then you had the Avengers film.
Yes.
Oh, that was great.
And clearly hugely successful as well.
Exactly.
Undoubtedly, yeah. I think
So
that's really interesting.
would you like to hear my cast?
Yes.
Right, I will start with Solid Snake and Liquid Snake, which I put a lot of thought into because they're supposed to be like sort of cloned brothers.
Yeah, but they don't really look
But
alike.
they have a look a similar look.
Yeah.
So
So
they do, yeah.
for a Solid Snake, I went through a lot of people, but I ended on somebody that, and for a long time, I was going Michael Fassbender. But I actually
He's a contender for sure.
I went with Bradley Cooper.
I actually think Michael Fassbender would be a bigger contender for Liquid.
Yeah, so that was the thing I was kind of
Yeah,
thinking of, kind
yeah.
of going around.
I
But
think Fassbender would do a better Liquid than he would Solid.
Oh, he'd be such a good Liquid, wouldn't he?
Because
So-
Liquid's such a smarmy, sleazy cunt.
yeah, well, so I haven't gone with Fassbender at all. I've gone with Cooper for Solid Snake,
Yeah.
and for Liquid, I've gone with Ralph Fiennes
Ooh.
because
okay.
they look fuck ton like each other.
I'm not sold on Bradley Cooper as Solid Snake.
You're not sold on Bradley
No.
Cooper?
It's an interesting one.
He doesn't do it. He doesn't give me that vibe.
No.
No, I'm not
He's,
sold.
he's quite gritty and good in what is he in?
I know he did
like
that
American
American
Sniper.
Yeah,
Sniper.
American
I know he was
Sniper,
good in
yeah.
that, but I don't know. I'm not getting a
And
solid
like there's
Snake vibe
you've
off
got
him.
to kind of have that like because Solid Snake actually is quite funny. He's got quite a dry humor, but he's quite funny in a lot of it. And I just think someone that would pull off that kind of like quite gravelly kind of, I think he'd do a good job.
I'd throw out a. I can say it here just because I'm not referencing it in my. I don't need to reference it in my pitch. I think quite a good Solid Snake could be Josh Brolin. I think
think that's
got
a
the right level of
Very
grit.
obvious choice, but yeah,
It's
you would-
obvious, yeah. But I think
I almost went with Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Javier Bardem because they look very similar.
Oh,
But
yeah.
like Javier Bardem cannot do any other accent than Javier
No,
Bardem.
yeah.
And like Liquid Snake suddenly being Spanish. And like, well, hang on. But yeah, those are my two. So
nice.
then Donald Anderson, who's like the tech, who's like the agent guy that gets thing. Mahershala Ali, who's just you would know him. He's in Green Book. He's gonna be the new Blade.
okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, nice.
No,
No.
yeah,
He's a really good actor, and like he's one of these people. Obviously, spoilers. He sort of dies, so you want somebody that very quickly makes you care for them, and then like when he suddenly dies, it's like a shock, and you're like, oh shit.
There's a lot to do within that episode.
There's a lot to do.
Yeah.
So Kenneth Baker, I mean, I've just gone with someone who, when I like see the game, I just think like Gary Oldman.
Oh, come on.
I mean, it's just be so good. It's
Oh,
just
come
such a small part. Gary Oldman could give like 2 weeks to it. Like
Yeah.
it's not crazy, but I just think he would be so good as like this smarmy sort of arms dealer. That then when he's tied up by Revolver Ocelot, is so like, help me, God, please help me.
I mean, he
Like,
could do any.
He could do any. But yeah,
Going back to Liquid Snake, Ralph Fiennes. That's Ralph Fiennes who I keep seeing trailers or bits of him. He's in like a sort of Greeky mythology film where he's like stacked. Isn't he like 60 odd? And he's
Yeah.
like absolutely stacked in
possibly.
this film.
He's definitely one of these like actors that like changes his form to be like. I mean, he lost his nose to play Voldemort.
He did.
You know,
went
He
full
did.
method.
He went
for
full
that as
method
well.
there.
Yeah.
That's when he was like Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm. Are you thinking? Are you a bit younger though?
Yeah, a little bit younger. Sort of, you know, Schindler's List. Kind of that kind of just like evil fucker.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Hal Emmerich, Eddie Redmayne.
Nice.
Just like
I mean, it's either him or Ben Whishaw, really.
I was
isn't
going
it?
to say those. Are the two
It's one of those. They've got to be the two
Yeah.
go-to for him, isn't it? It's just.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Ben's got it already because he was Q in
Yeah.
Bond. So I mean, that's basically
Yeah.
the role.
That's
right there,
basically
isn't
the
it?
role. The only reason I went with Eddie Redmayne is because I think I remember Emmerich being a redhead,
I thought you brown, but
brownie ginger.
brownie. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, because you know, film and TV don't use wigs.
No, Ben Whitenshaw can't be ginger. It'd be weird. Anyway, Revolver Ocelot, Christoph Waltz.
Oh come on, so good.
Right,
Would that work? Yeah, it would.
that would work.
Yeah, I think it would.
That would work.
I think it would. I tell you, Harvey Keitel, just throwing him back out there.
Just stop throwing Harvey Keitel out. It can't all be Harvey Keitel.
All right, sorry.
Vulcan Raven, Dave Bautista.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, why even try? Psycho Mantis, my favourite, Matt Smith.
yes,
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
How good would he be?
he'd be brilliant.
Sniper Wolf, Saoirse Ronan.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, definitely works.
Grey Fox, so obviously you don't really see much of him,
going to be all about that voice, isn't it? I think.
Bill Skarsgård.
Oh, come on.
Because you do see his face a little bit when the mask opens up, and just like he will be able to give this like tortured.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he'll obviously put a voice on. He'll give a voice.
Yeah. And Decoy Octopus. Back to Doctor Who, David Tennant.
But you don't actually ever see Decoy Octopus, though, do you? Not.
You sort of.
Because he's dead when you see him, and he's dead as the decoy.
Yeah, but you obviously would you would see the way I see him. I think he's in other games, and I think they show him as sort of like almost like a plasticine type face. Like you see it a little bit like mid kind of change.
Right. Okay.
But I think Tennant.
I mean, David Tennant's great.
I mean,
so
David
yeah,
Tennant's great. Yeah. But I think you do some interesting things where maybe you maybe never see his face, but you just like see him. People would talk to him like, and you be behind his back or something, and you just hear his voice. And Tennant's got such an interesting way of talking.
It does, yeah. It'd be all about where the voice slips, maybe, and suddenly you get a glimpse of his own voice and stuff. Oh, I like
So yeah, so those would be my people, and that would be my pitch. It would be for a 10-part episode following 10 sort of main characters. Obviously, you're not following characters like Meryl, because I feel like you need to kind of meet her for the first time in the cell. Yeah. I feel like, Campbell isn't a character that you need to flesh out before the game.
Yeah,
so
he gets fleshed out so much.
you could still hear him in like the Snake episode.
Exactly. Yeah. So
having said that, though, I think that obviously within the game you were able to have so much of that dialogue taking place over the codec, whereas I think in the film adaptation you're not going to have as much opportunity. You're going to have some moments where it's on radio, but not as much dialogue happening in that way. I think you maybe need. I'd like to see like where that last episode ends. Is like
I reckon
there'd
be
lines
scope
from Campbell or Merrill.
I reckon there'd be scope, depending on how you do the codec, of just doing an episode in the codec.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Like, depending on how it's filmed, like, you obviously you could have like one half of the screen, you have like Snake, but you actually have all his surroundings with him. You see him see it moving past him as he's talking. You could just have Campbell in the thing, just see people moving behind him or something like that. I think there might be scope for actually just having an episode filmed like that.
I like that. That episode would be called Exposition Dump. But I love your suggestion about having it sort of Love, Death and Robot style, where each episode is maybe a different director and you've got different art styles going on. That
might be really interesting. Like, that episode that we banged on about of Monsters.
Yes,
the
one shot.
The one shot.
Take, sorry. Yeah.
What if it was just one shot looking at Campbell while he's talking, and you hear all the stuff with Snake and you hear what Snake's going on.
Yeah.
But you're just looking at Campbell sort of like, reading the situation,
gauging
and like
his
reporting
reaction,
back to him
seeing the
stuff.
panic on his face.
But you're just seeing Campbell like the whole episode, slowly tracking towards him.
And with that, depending on how bad it's getting, people are rushing around behind it.
That'd be nice.
That would be good.
He's like, we've lost him, get him back on it now,
Snake! And you could do the iconic Snake!
Yeah.
I mean, if Tom Hardy can do a hour-and-a-half film where the entire film is literally him driving in a car, having some phone conversations, whilst having the most inexplicable Welsh accent I've ever heard, then we can definitely do this.
There we are, I see.
That's what I'll say.
Okay, there you are. My Metal Gear Solid Extended Universe.
I really like that. I think that's really cool.
I do like it. I'm scared.
What?
I'm scared of the responses this could get. If the people hear this, we're going to get butchered.
I think that's going to get the hype train going.
I mean, it's good. I like it.
I mean, like I say, because I don't know all
thinking
the ins
of
and
mine
outs
now.
of it,
Actually, I think mine would work better as a TV series as well. But
Here we go.
it's not.
Here he is.
It's not how I thought of it.
Okay.
I'm just saying it now because I didn't go down that route. I didn't think to go down the route, but I think it would work. I actually think it would work better as a TV series.
All right, well, that's it. Well, that's my pitch for 10 episodes leading up to the events at
Shadow Moses.
Shadow Moses, thank you.
Love it.
Nick,
Yeah.
I think it makes sense to then go to you, because aren't you around that sort of time?
Well, Sam, let me take it from here.
You take it from here, mate.
Okay. I feel a little bit nervous, guys. I'm not going to lie. I've had quite a few days. I'm not going to lie about this. So just hold on to your hats, guys, okay?
Oh, it's a Nick special.
Okay. You're editing this, aren't you, Sam? So can I just ask, please, that during the next few words, I can have some kind of like sort of cool music.
Will it be the
to
dun
accompany
dun
this.
dun dun?
Yeah, could
Dun,
I,
dun,
yeah.
dun, dun,
I'd
dun.
like it to build if possible, if that's okay.
No, it's okay.
Something with a little bit of a climactic end.
I mean, you're really bigging this up now, Nick. If you're wanting that music put over it, you're really setting us up.
Please can
Anything to
Please can the next words out your mouth be like Metal Gear Solid, the musical.
Okay, here we go.
Solid Snake. He really is
I mean,
so solid.
Nice. Metal Gear, nice.
What next are you going to be saying to Sam? After I've said Metal Gear, I want you to cut and just do the whole audio of the game.
Yeah, just a transcript I've got. I'm gonna read to you. It's Metal Gear, the audiobook.
And then we'll just cut into you after it's all done and go, Sam, what do you think, guys?
Okay, here we go. Music begin. My pitch began with a journey into one of the most acclaimed, renowned and respected video game franchises of all time. To do Kojima's masterpiece any kind of justice to my pitch, I knew I needed to throw myself into the game's history and trawl its deep, complex lore like never before. My research took me back to 1987, a great year, to where it all began. Metal Gear, originally released on the MX2 console, it was then that the world was introduced to the now famous Solid Snake. In my head, I stepped into his boots, a member of the elite Foxhound unit, and followed his infiltration of Outer Heaven, ultimately destroying the eponymous walking tank itself. I journeyed on, meticulously deep diving the subsequently released games, their characters, themes and plots. From 1990's Solid Snake onward to one of the most revered games of all time, 1998's Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation 1. From there to Sons of Liberty, then Snake Eater and so on, yo-yoing back and forth in the settings timeline. And as my brain battled with the impossible task of just how to turn this behemoth into a feature film, I analysed the series' other characters and antagonists. Big Boss, Liquid and Solid Snake, Grey Fox, Campbell, Miller, Ocelot, Octagon, Meryl Silverberg, Naomi Hunter, Mei Ling, Zero, Raiden, not to mention its dazzling array of factions, events and sub-bosses. On I went in a state of near delusion, my frazzled brain refusing to comply or believe that somehow, somewhere, in amongst all of this was a movie pitch worthy of the name. Until finally, following days of feverish study and contemplation, something was born in my mind. An idea began to crystallise, evolving rapidly until suddenly it was there, fully formed and perfect. I had it. The only true way this material could be adapted to the big screen. And this is what, with great excitement and anticipation, the music will change at this point.
Right, yeah, okay.
Presenting a synopsis of Sexual Gear Solid.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Follow impressively decorated and hung Special Forces operative Swollen Snake as he penetrates his way into the dangerously horny terrorist group Cockhound as they attempt to utilise the most potently erotic weapon of mass destruction the world has ever seen, sexual gear. He'll need all his wits and his bits about him as Snake encounters the ferocious lust of enemies such as Revolver Tossalot, Psycho Mankiss, Sniper Cougar, and Volva Shaven. I'm really sorry about that one. Luckily for our hot hero, his comrades, or should we say comrades, are here to lend him a hand. With the help of Meryl Silverbush, Boy Toy Campbell, Naomi Gusler, and Hal Octodon Emmerich, Swollen Snake defeats the members of Cockhound in a series of sensational central encounters, all leading to a final showdown and showcase of erotic mastery with his nemesis, Saucy Snake, atop the ragingly rigid sashi of sexual gear. Fluids fly as the trouser snakes face off, face on, and face in, with our hero ultimately overpowering his counterpart in Mortal Kombat. Sorry.
Did you say Mortal Kombat?
With seconds to spare, Swollen Snake enters the cockpit of sexual gear and deactivates its launch of sex weapons. As the credits roll, we see a final money shot of Swollen Snake astride sexual gear as the sun sets behind them. The end.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm very happy to follow this up with a series of sequels, Schlongs of Liberty, Snake Eater, that didn't need changing until...
Yeah, Snake Eater.
Balls of the Patriots, and The Phantom Drain.
So Nick, first follow-up question: where have you been doing your research?
Places.
Would
On my
this,
own. That's why I've been doing the research. On
would
my
this
own.
be like? Is this a pitch for like a sort of?
It's a pitch for a porn, Sam.
Well, is it a pitch?
It sounds like it's a pitch for a porn.
Well, is it a pitch? Is it so? Are you thinking porno, or are you thinking like sort of a spoof Hot Shots type of thing?
Like
I mean,
Orgasmo.
There is definitely pornography in this pitch. Initially, I was like, the only way to do this justice is like 70s. You know, like it don't happen anymore, does it? Porn used to have like a setting and a plot, didn't
Like
it?
Star Wars.
Back in the good old days, it was basically
Lord of the G-strings.
right. So yeah, that's where it was going.
I love it.
Now it's just like got bent over and fuck 9.
I mean, you know, there's a lot of sexual references in all of the games. I mean, Raiden, it's weird, isn't it? With Raiden, where that woman just grabs between his legs. It's like, oh, you're a man. It's like, what the? Where that came out of fucking nowhere?
I did have Metal Gear Solid as a working title.
That's
But,
pretty cool.
Went with Sexual Gear Solid, yeah, for the actual gear.
Metal Gear Semi-Solid.
Semi was good. I was Semi Snake was a working. Yeah, that works. I mean, I'm most sorry
Big Boss.
about Vulva Shaven.
Vulva Shaven's amazing.
I'm most sorry.
Decoy Octopussy.
Yeah, I mean, it's all there
all- it's
right
all great,
for the
isn't it?
taking, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, is there any point me doing mine? Is there any point?
No.
There's
Yeah,
just no
'cause
point.
You can bring us back into the reality now of potentially pitching a film for this game.
There's just no point because I'm going to put this on the socials, and we all know who's going to win. We all know.
Nick
if
has
I-
taken us to the vinegar stroke. You just need to finish this off, Jim.
We all know when I go, whose pitch was best? We all know. Everyone's going to go, Nick.
What I'm looking forward to, Sam, is the animation that you're hopefully going to make.
Jesus.
Of my
I hope he makes a full, however long your pitch was. I want him to make the whole thing.
So what we're gonna have on the socials, vote Metal Gear Solid 10-part TV series, whatever yours is, and then
Metal Gear the porno.
Sexual Gear Solid.
Sexual Gear Solid.
Metal Gear the
I
porno.
do actually really like the 10-part. In all seriousness, that's got... Once they've made my porno and all the sequels,
Oh, they're prioritising the porno.
yours has got some wings.
Well, I mean,
So they're using the so they're using the porno to fund the TV series.
do it at the same time. Different studios, obviously. Different studios. I mean, I've not cast. I felt like didn't really need to cast.
I mean,
Jeremy.
I'm not sure I'd know. Yeah, he's Big
yeah,
Boss.
I don't. Some people with the right attributes. Yeah.
Danny D as Solid Snake. Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Love them all.
of them. Yeah.
Love them all.
Love 'em all.
Yeah.
Kieran Lee, you know.
yeah. I've run out of names of porn stars like that. 30-second free trailer. Yeah.
Done.
There you go. Yeah, but yeah, bring back the plot corner.
It would almost in like a Boogie Nights esque.
Oh yeah. Oh god. Yeah. Just
Wow.
slap bass over everything.
Slap at the bass.
So how do you even remotely think of following that up?
Come on.
I mean,
Jim, what
I
have you-
don't really know
what
how.
you got?
So for me, my personal favourite game in the series is Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah.
And also just that opening section on the tanker, just excellent stuff.
That opening section on the tanker is the peak.
Is amazing.
It's
So
the peak.
Remind me what else into is
it's the big shell incident.
So it's all on the tankers.
You
gotta
start
go
off on the
from-
tanker.
And then it skips 2 years.
2 years, and then you got start off with Snake going on the tanker to take photos of the alleged new Metal Gear, which is on the ship.
That's
Metal Gear
it.
Solid Rex.
Metal Gear Ray.
Metal Gear Ray.
And then you get followed 2 years later. About few hours Raiden
Yeah.
On the oil rig.
Big Shell. on the
And
oil rig.
you've got bosses like Vamp and
Fat Man.
He's on roller skates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fat Man on roller skates, putting C4 that you've got to run around and
That's
cool it down before it explodes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's
And you've got Big Boss, haven't you?
no Big Boss is in 3.
Who's the guy?
He's the baddie.
Solidus.
That's
Solidus,
Solidus,
yeah.
Who gets all the tentacles and stuff at
Yeah,
the end.
that's-
And,
yeah.
and he also turns out he's also the
Raiden's adopted
president
dad.
or something.
Yeah, 43rd president and Raiden's adopted dad.
But Solid Snake. But someone
And he's
thinks
also-
he's Big Boss because he's like
Yeah.
the spitting image Big Boss.
Yeah,
right?
because I believe Raiden called him Big Boss growing up.
Yeah, yeah.
You're right though, Sam. This is already the point where it's like the game before was like that, quite nice, self-contained. Like
And then-
it could handle its own complexity.
That's what was weird, because like the first one, Metal Gear Solid, was like nice, and then the second one you're like, great, I'm Solid Snake again, this is brilliant, it's just up the graphics, I'm on a tanker, the rain effects
I'm now
are
able to hold
amazing.
people up,
I mean, I'd hold
point
people up.
the gun at their dick and make them piss themselves.
It's so good. And then you're like, okay, I'm not going to be that guy, I'm going to be Raiden. Okay, I guess I can get behind that. And then by the end you're like, am I fighting the President of the United States? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And then like all this weird shit happens, and you're just like, couldn't I just have had more of the ship?
Do you think that's at that point where I didn't really know what like other projects at that time Kojima was doing?
He
or
was
known for, but
pretty much exclusive. He was
just doing
exclusively
this.
Metal Gear.
so maybe it's at that
Metal
point
Gear
where
was
it started
his-
just getting like too.
It did.
Metal
big
Gear
for
was
its
his
own
baby.
boots. Yeah.
But then it's really weird, because then Snake Eater went right back and was just literally like you're a special ops team going through the jungle doing some shit. Like,
But there was still all the mad like.
But it just then it
lore
added
based
like
around it.
camo and shit. To, like,
yeah, but like it was pretty cool.
it was still cool. And I'm looking forward to the remake later on this year.
Yeah.
Go on then,
But anyway,
son. Strongs of Liberty. You've
So
got for us.
my pitch is taking place in the 2-year gap, because I don't believe there's much known about that, so I think there's actually a lot of scope.
Nice.
So it's actually going to be a 2 kind of story arc to it. One that's going to follow the likes of Olga Galukovich, Raiden, Solid Snake, Revolver Ocelot, and another that's going to follow Solid Snake as he infiltrates the Patriots and hunts down the Lally Lulelo and tries to infiltrate all that, and obviously ultimately leading him to the big shell,
What was that word that you said?
the Lally Lulelo.
Okay. What was that?
He said it correctly.
Yeah, fair play. What is that?
It's I believe what it's a code name for the Patriots or
Yeah.
something. It's to do with the
okay.
Patriots,
Like the
Right.
Illuminati, but
Yeah.
not saying the Illuminati.
Lally
Lally
Lulelo.
Lulelo.
Yes.
Lale, lule.
Lole, labia.
So yeah,
If it was your film.
it's so that's kind of where I'm going with it.
Okay.
It's gonna be known as Metal Gear Solid Phantom Dawn.
Yeah, that's.
You alright?
Yeah, I would
not-
like
it's
Metal
not-
Gear Solid.
It's not quite Schlongs of Liberty, but you know.
Cock eater.
So yeah. Oh yeah.
The Phantom Jizz.
The Phantom.
I mean, there's just no point.
Stain.
Oh, I mean, tangent. Have you told the Phantom Pillar story on this podcast yet?
No. We'll save that for another time.
I mean, so yeah, right. So as I said, it's going to take place in this 2-year gap. So after the destruction of Metal Gear Ray and the death of Scott Dolph during the tanker incident, the world is thrown into chaos. Former Marine Commander Sergei Galukovich and his private army disappear into the shadows, taking Olga Galukovich with them. Meanwhile, Revolver Ocelot, now a double agent for the shadowy Patriots, begins his mission to deliver Metal Gear Ray to its true masters. As factions within the US government, the Russian underworld, and the Patriots vie for control, a new player enters the stage. A young agent known only as Jack. Undergoing brutal training under the command of the legendary Solidus Snake. So, for Jack, it's just literally going to follow his training. Doing all the VR and stuff like that. That's his story.
Do we know who Jack is?
Jack is
Raiden.
Raiden. Jack is Raiden.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So Jack is Raiden. So so his plot line will just be following him, doing his training, becoming, because obviously Solidus is trying to train up a child army to become his own army, basically. So he's like trying to obviously we'll be following them, seeing him kind of manipulate Jack to kind of see his way of things. Obviously, ultimately, he's going to be good and not follow.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the main threads, like I said, so Olga, we're going to be, after mourning her father's death, is forced into a deadly alliance with the Patriots to protect her unborn child, where she's going to become their sleeper agent while secretly hunting those responsible for the betrayal of her family.
See, I love your pitch. It's going really well. I like it. But that is, in essence, the problem with the Metal Gear Solid franchise now, is how many double agents, sleeper agents,
Yeah.
like, already in that sentence, and that's from the story, is there's like 2 double agents for the opposite people being double agents for the opposite people, and you're like, it's like tying a fucking shoelace.
It's ridiculous. Do you know what though? I think what's fascinating, I've been listening to like some history podcast stuff recently, and like that's kind of how, you know, in terms of like wartime and stuff, and particularly spying, that's kind of how ridiculous things get. I think, you know, it's living up to that. It's just that it adds like ninjas and stuff.
Yeah.
And so then suddenly you're like, this is mental.
Yeah.
I continue.
Sorry.
So Raiden, known only as Jack, he will not be known as Raiden during this. It will just be known as Jack. Undergoes his hellish VR and live combat training under the watch of Solid Snake, trying to mold him into the perfect soldier for the Patriots' unseen war. Obviously, as I said, Solid Snake will be part of that thing. He was obviously he's a ghost from the past, builds his own secret army with child soldiers and private militias preparing to challenge the world order, as we know, because he's the 43rd president of the United States. What the fuck?
Mental.
And then obviously there's Revolver Ocelot, possessed by the lingering consciousness of Liquid Snake. I know, right? Mental.
Through his hand, right?
Through his hand.
Oh my god, I forgot all about
Yeah, right. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fine, yeah, it's too.
Yeah, well, obviously manipulates both sides, setting the stage for what's to come in the Big Shell incident. Nice. Now, flip the coin. What's Solid Snake doing in all this? So, his arc throughout all this, which obviously will be going back and forth. Like, this is why I think, again, now you mentioned TV, I think it lends better for a TV series than a film, just because of how I've gone about it.
He's probably having a rest after my film.
I mean, he spent after yours.
He's definitely getting a cigarette out. Isn't it ironic, though, in whatever version, he spends all his time getting in boxes?
Various different ones as well.
Yeah.
And when he comes, bring! What was that?
Right. Solid Snake.
Yeah, he is.
So, after barely surviving the tanker incident and being framed for the destruction of the USS Discovery, Snake is declared dead and goes underground with Otacon, forming the early days of Philanthropy, their anti-Metal Gear activist group. While the world believes him to be a war criminal, Snake and Otacon secretly track Ocelot and Metal Gear Ray across the globe, uncovering a large conspiracy that leads back to the Patriots. As Snake investigates, clashes with remnants of the Gulurkovich army, rogue PMCs and CIA operatives who are either trying to kill him or recruit him. His journey takes him through war zones, abandoned black sites, and deep into the underworld of arms dealing. Throughout the film, Snake will wrestle with the ghosts of his past, questioning if he's truly making a difference or if he's just another pawn in the Patriots' grand design.
I like it. Yeah. I would certainly think you get the award for most lore accurate feeling pitch.
Maybe.
I think so. It's good. No,
I love the fact it's been 3 very different pitches. You know, there's one which just outlined like a structure for a series and some characters.
And out of all of them, the porn's going to get the best response.
The porn always gets the vote. You know,
just see.
You have a picture of some titties, that's going to get the clicks.
See what
you know,
people want. See what they want.
Yeah.
I just hope we don't just start getting sent dick pics on socials.
Right, cut that.
Speak for
Because of
yourself.
this.
Say it because then it'll happen.
We do want them. Send us all your pics.
Look,
put it on
unlike
Patreon for everyone
OnlyFans, we are not going to be giving you dick like pic.
We are not giving you any dick pics now.
Oh, we're not.
Stop
Sorry,
asking.
dick ratings. We're not giving you any of them, so do not send the pictures.
I'll send you one, but it'll be Liquid Snake. I'll tell you that for now.
Just going back to your pitch a second. I know you haven't cast it per se, but
No.
did you have anyone in mind for Raiden? Because I feel like that's an interesting one. Whereas you've got like some of them, what feel like I think much more kind of gruff or grizzled characters in the other Snakes. I think Raiden has a much more.
He
kind
needs
of
to
a-
almost be
anime,
androgynous.
isn't
Isn't
I'm
it?
not
Yeah,
entirely
like-
sure on how old he is.
Young.
He's young, but I'm not entirely sure how old he's.
But the
meant
problem
to
is he
be.
needs to be able to be mistaken
But-
for a woman.
Yeah.
That's
Um.
such a weird thing.
Don't know. Oh yes, obviously you need someone who's quite masculine, but also got really feminine kind of features to them.
Yeah,
So yeah, I don't know. That's quite a tough one,
That's
really.
a tough one, isn't it?
It's a tough one. What about Rhys Ifans?
Reset fans. Yeah, that's good.
But in a dressing gown.
I mean, Eddie Redmayne maybe.
Yeah,
It's not a
to
bad
be
shout,
fair,
actually.
actually, Eddie Redmayne.
He's probably not a bad shout for
He
it.
did
Yeah.
play quite a convincing woman, and he's now playing a spy in his most recent one,
Just
and
add those together.
yeah,
Just get him a bit more jacked, and
yeah.
so yeah, he potentially.
I can't think of it. The problem is with anime is no one in real life looks like anime characters.
No.
Like anime's so far removed from humans
Yeah.
that as soon as you start, and actually it's really weird when you see anime characters that are like quite human-like.
It's
You know,
quite
like
jarring in
like
comparison.
in like Assault on Titan. Like you're like, oh yeah, they all look like, and then you suddenly get like one guy who's like got like a square jaw and a bit of fuzz, and you're like, oh, he looks weird.
Yeah.
It's weird seeing a guy like, why do you all look like some sort of weird androgynous child? So yeah, it is a tough casting, but Eddie Redmayne's a good show. Maybe almost like a Benedict Cumberbatch because he's done the same. Hasn't
Yes,
he? He's
yes,
played a woman
yes.
and but I feel like he's a bit old, so maybe a younger him. Yeah.
So it's a very interesting one to think about, isn't it?
Yeah. Suggestions, please.
Yeah, suggestions and dick pics, please. Just send them in.
Don't say it.
I will
because-
look. I will.
Don't
I will.
say it.
I promise you, I will forward all dick pics to Sam.
No.
Now it just really sounds like we're asking for it.
Yeah, we don't want to ask, but
Head on over to patreon.com/send us your dick.
oh god, please don't do that. That's for Patreon.
So yeah. So as I've alluded to throughout this, I'm going to put a little poll up for some. There's no point, but I'm going to put a poll up for you to let us know whose pitch you prefer the most. We know it's going to be the porn. But we just want to solidify that's gonna be your choices. So look for that on our socials.
Could we also put our post just asking for people's choices to play? We'll just go with just Solid Snake. I'd really like to know.
Solid Snake and
Yeah.
Raiden, maybe.
Yeah,
Raiden,
Solid.
maybe.
Yeah, if you've got any choices for Solid Snake and Raiden, of course, chuck them out as well, and I will read them out on the next recording. Oh, we are not doing the Mega Wheel this week.
We're not doing a Mega
We are
Wheel,
not, because
no.
we have been sent a suggestion from one of our Patreons who I reached out to, asked them to, as a valued Patreon member, said to them, hey, give us a film you want us to do. And they've hit us back with The Man Who Knew Too Little, starring Bill Murray. A film I've, of course, never heard of.
Well, I've not seen this film.
I've heard of it, but I've not seen it. And I'm worried.
I mean, the Patreon that has sent us this one, you've told us he's banged on about this film loads.
He has, but the other way I describe
Is
him
it
is
because-
like you.
Is it? Has he banged on about it because he loves this film?
Yeah, it's like his favourite film.
So it's like his Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be shit then,
Oh,
isn't it?
well, yeah, it doesn't bode well at all.
I mean, Prince Bride is fucking brilliant.
Shut up. No, it's not. So this is a film that I don't think any of us know a great deal about. So it's going to be a really interesting one for us to do. Let alone work out who we're going to recast. So,
I know nothing. It's like vaguely a comedy, spy comedy, something like that.
I mean, Bill Murray's legend. So
He can be funny. He can be good. He's good.
yeah.
I mean, obviously, my thoughts on Ghostbusters are well known at this point.
See, this is why I actually don't care what you say about Princess Bride, because you're insane.
That's just invalidated my
It's just-
opinion from now on and everything.
Like how you could not go, you fucking swine.
Yeah, it was just not funny.
Shut
But I do
your whore mouth.
love Groundhog Day. I
Yeah.
love Bill Murray and so much other stuff. So
So this could be very hit or miss. Yeah, really hit or miss. So thank you, Patreon, for that one.
Yeah.
And Sam, I believe you have a special audio aperitif for us this week.
I do. This is a game episode of Audio Aperitif.
Audio aperitif.
As I said, all the sounds today are famous sounds from video games.
how exciting!
How exciting. Now, there's 3 again, as always.
And I might actually get some points on this one.
You know what, Jim? This is your time.
Chance to claw it back.
shine.
Because isn't the difference 3?
No,
Like 7-4?
5.
Yeah, it's like it's like
It's like no, I think it's like 8-4 or 9-4 or something like that.
yeah, 10-4.
It's definitely not that high.
10-4, good buddy.
But
Right.
yeah, he's starting to run away with it.
Okay, so let's just remember These are computer games. These are famous sounds.
My phone. I'll set
Um,
it on here.
I will always try and do computer games for our pixelated episodes.
Yes.
Right, are we ready for the first one?
Go on.
Okay, who's going first?
Well, hang on. I'll just play it one more time for those at home that might want to hear it again. You're that confident, are you, boys?
I mean, I am. Have you
too
got?
confident? I've
Yeah.
gone into confident.
Have you got it written down?
Yeah.
Right. So should we just say it at the same time?
Okay. 3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, it is Pac-Man. Yeah. Thought I'd give you an easy, iconic one.
Is it once Pac-Man? Is it just Pac-Man generally?
It's just Pac-Man munching.
Pac-Man moving around, munching.
Yeah.
Munching shit.
Congratulations,
guys.
One for one. Let's go.
1 for 1. That was an easy one.
Easing in.
Let's try this one. Now, that is one sound that I have put on 3 times because it's so quick.
That is super quick.
Yeah. Would you like to hear it again?
Yeah. Can I?
It's just one sound, but I am playing it 3 times.
All right, I'm just going to throw out, is it, I don't even know why I'm saying this because I never really even played the games, but is it from Star Fox? Is my guess.
No.
Okay.
Okay. So my guess is I think it's from Space Invaders,
Oh.
and I think it's when it's not. I think it's when it's either your ship gets destroyed or one of the huts gets destroyed. I think it's something to do with the end of the game. You losing the game. In one of those fashions, like it's either the ship being destroyed or it's basically it's one of the sounds it makes when you lose the game.
No.
Is it not?
Oh, okay.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
It's Pikachu's roar
Oh,
from the
for
Pokemon games.
Fuck's sake!
If anyone should have got that, it's
I
Mr.
know. I was
Pokemon
like,
over it.
surely. It's
Oh,
specifically Pikachu's sound when he comes out.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. I don't. When it comes to sounds, I don't. But for the Pokemon, I don't.
What do you mean? You don't, like you play Pokemon a fuck
I
ton.
don't. No, I don't.
Not with the volume on, apparently.
I just don't. Those noises are just nonsensical. they don't fucking.
Hey, a lot of effort went into those 8-bit
Yeah,
noises.
but they all have different like roars. Like it's so weird. Like
I know. I just. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
he's let himself down.
I feel let down, but oh well.
Okay.
Right, you ready for sound 3?
Do it,
Now,
Tom.
sound 3, what I've done is I've got it in like a part of the game and then just isolated on its own at the end. Okay?
Okay.
So you'll hear it as it appears in the game,
Yeah.
but it's a bit quieter, and then I've isolated it and made it
Is
louder at the
it
end.
going to give it away, the first part?
Well, might do. I
Right,
mean,
okay.
the whole point is you understand the sound. So I'll play it for you one more time. The first time is you hearing that sound in game. The second one is the sound just isolated at the end.
So is it just that bit that we're
It's
guessing?
the pfft is the sound of like the thing,
Okay.
but like it's just a name for the whole thing. But that sound is like it starting, if that makes sense.
Right. Well, I've got my guess written down.
Have you?
Nick, we will be coming to you first.
Again, it's probably
Actually, no, we
wrong.
won't. We'll be going to Jim first.
Yeah, it could be very wrong. Well, let's wait for Nick to have his guess
Give me
written
a
down.
sec. Give me a sec. I'm gonna pass. I haven't got anything.
Well, come
I
on,
initially
just-
thought it was a door, but actually now I think it's a sound of one of the creatures or something in question. I'll go. You said you didn't really know Resident Evil, so I can't go Resident Evil. Then is it Dead Space?
No,
Okay.
Jim.
So I think it is a door. I think that bleep bleep. I think is a door. Is like a key card on a door, and I think it's from either Doom or Quake. And then the is the door after.
No, I thought this one was really easy. I played the shit out of this game, and that sound is ingrained in my head.
Go on.
It is the VAX from Fallout games. When you pause time,
Oh, yeah.
and then beep, 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 is selecting where on the body you're going to shoot at.
Oh, mate, yes. Now that you said it, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he said it. Yeah.
And it's so, like, you
It is
just, like...
iconic. When it's time slows down and
Time
you can
slows
pick where
down
you're
and you
gonna
can
put your
pick. So he's like shot a few times and he's like, whoa, fuck, freeze this shit.
shot. When that super mutant's running at you.
Fucking super mutants, man.
Oh, man.
There you are. You see, you're all going like doors opening, and I get that from films, but in games, man,
So, do you know what, though?
doors opening.
It does sound like a fucking door, doesn't it?
It does sound like
That's like a door.
It sounds a lot like a door.
I guess
It sounds
you're
like
sort
the Star
of
Trek doors.
you're sort of opening your wrist thing, like. Yeah.
Oh, man. So I
Opening
did
the door
not
to your
pull it
wrist.
back.
No, because you both got the one that you
That was
got.
your chance, Jim. That was your chance.
And I gave you Pokemon and Fallout. I feel like they're
I'm
your
not,
games.
I'm not a Fallout guy.
Are you not a Fallout guy?
But he is a bloody Pokemon guy.
He is like Pokemon.
I
guy.
am a bloody Pokemon guy.
Yeah,
yeah.
love a bit of fucking Pokemon. I mean, Solid Snake Pokemon, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely not the crossover we want with Nick's
The
pitch.
the fucking Shadow Merkin incident.
Audio aperitif.
Right. Anyway, Sam, thanks for another wonderful edition of Audio Aperitif.
You're very welcome, my friends.
Thanks again for all of you joining us and listening to our pitches. As I said, let us know who you think's done the best pitch, Nick, and give us your choices for who you would have play Solid Snake and Raiden, and anyone else actually in the series. You can do so over on our socials. Just look anywhere for @CastoralPod. Send us a message.
And on our Patreon, remember?
And of course, yeah.
Patreon people, they can
Check out that Patreon.
Check
check
out
out
our
our
Patreon.
Patreon. You can submit anything there, and if you do want us to see things, we're probably more likely to see it on our Patreon. So come in, give us some money, and send us your dick pics.
Do we need to add a disclaimer to this one?
Please don't send us. any of
I'm
those.
really worried what's going to start happening on Patreon. Tom, no.
Wow, French Tom.
I wouldn't say we're adverse to any of your own fan fiction.
Yes.
If you've got a little chapter of your own fan fiction, maybe
Fan
like, send it.
diction.
Yeah.
Particularly for any video game franchises,
Yeah,
for example,
yeah.
then if it's good enough, maybe we'd even read it out as a
Yeah.
little bit of Patreon
Artwork. We want artwork. That'd be great. We'll put that
Yeah.
on our socials.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Artwork, fan fiction, just send it.
Posters of your lovely faces superimposed onto famous people. All that stuff.
Pickled eggs.
Pickled, yeah. If you want to send us pickled eggs.
Not
Or-
to us, not
No,
just to Jim.
no. Send us. Contact. I will give you an address to send it to.
There you are.
It will be Sam's address.
Oh God. Sam, why have all these pickled eggs turned up on our door? Oh, actually, I do. Can I just have a moment for a story from last episode? As you know, we did Spaceballs, and before coming on the show, I asked my wife. She's going to kill me if I tell her this story. I asked her.
Does she listen to the podcast?
Yeah, sometimes.
You might be fine. You might be fine then.
I said to
She's
her,
not
I was
making
like-
it. She's not making it this far in the episode. She's tuned out from Nick's when Nick's pitch hits.
She was like, I've got opinions on films. I was like, why don't you come on as a guest? She's like, what are you doing? And I was like, Spaceballs. You got any opinions? She's like, yeah, I've got opinion on Spaceballs. I'm like, great. What are they? And she's like, I don't think they do enough films with live action meets animated cartoons. And I was like, did you think I said Space Jam? And she went, yes, I did. So I almost just let her on to talk loads about Space Jam and then be like, we're actually talking about Spaceballs.
That would have been as good as the time that we got stuck in that time loop with Jim's pitch and we heard the same pitch like 5 times.
They go down in the cave. Then they go down in the cave.
And then they go down in the cave.
They find a cave and go down. Oh my God, what's going on?
How many caves?
Get me out of here!
Anyway, as I said, thank you for joining us once again. Another edition of Castorol. Until next time, I have been Jim. Goodbye.
I've been Nick. Goodbye.
And I've been Sam. Waka 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 waka.
Movie casserole, casserole.